I will turn this screen, hopefully this will work, over to Joey. You can show your screen there. I know you want to give a presentation on the Hope portal. And I think this is a great resource that was built by community members for community members. So I think it's great to have you on. I'm just if you would tell us something about the genesis of it and its utility to members of the community, that would be helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on today. Thanks to Children's Cause for accomplishing something today that's just so instrumental to progress, and that's joining people together. I'm part of a very large collaborative group. Vicki from Coalition Against Childhood Cancer is on. Joe, who's also from the coalition and the head of the Be Positive Foundation. 8 months ago, I was fortunate enough to meet with them and with many other members of the coalition, and we started to talk about the current state and have a very real conversation about where are we, and some of the things that came out of that were that families still they feel isolated, overwhelmed. Sometimes they feel embarrassed to ask for assistance, and oftentimes a family might not even be sure what to ask for. And we also have these incredible social workers who frankly are overworked. Well, sometimes they're overwhelmed by paperwork, and they even sometimes feel like they failed when really it's the situation they're set up. But incredible resilience. And then there's the nonprofit leaders who, as Nancy mentioned, they've many of whom have gone through this, the journey, and frankly, their nonprofits limited by resources. So that they end up having to say no to families, which is the worst feeling in the world because of those limits. So the project is really a collaborative effort among many organizations to address this isolation together, and it's a continuous work in progress. As you'll see today, this is just the beginning, and there's a lot that still needs to be done to make it the best that it can be. But for like the next 4 minutes, I'd like to just dive into what the Hope Portal is and how you use it with a live demo, and stressing on the necessity of collaboration, not just the want. Like, we need people to provide feedback, families to provide feedback, nonprofit social workers, to make this the best that it can be. And you may hear me say that a few times, but if it helps this become something that's truly useful for people who deserve to have access to assistance resources. So the Hope Portal, really quickly, is an online tool to connect families to childhood cancer support resources. It's located at hope-portal.org is one way, and I'll show that at the very end. I'll show the website. But we also hope that it becomes distributed on many different websites. Thank you so much to Children's Cause for adding it. We hope that families are able to find this on many different nonprofit websites that they might visit, and that would be because the nonprofit leader was able to embed the site on their own website. So really quickly, I think I'll just walk through the process of a family searching for assistance resources. So right now we're on the homepage, and right here on the About link, you could read more kind of about the genesis of it, with the Coalition Against Childhood Cancer, APON, APOSW, KBI, and there are many groups that have been a part of this. There's recommend an organization. So if there's your favorite organization that is really active and helps families, we'd need to know about so we can make sure that they're included. And then Joe McDonough made a really great point months ago that a lot of families may not speak English, and so there's a way to translate the site into Spanish. So what a family might do is search here things like bills. They could type info. They could search a certain organization's name. We have a lot of keywords that are added to this, but we've probably missed a lot too. And so if you search for a keyword and you don't find what you're looking for, please let us know. There's a feedback button down here at the bottom that we would absolutely love any kind of feedback or ideas on how to make this better. And then the search bar is if you kind of have something in mind, and if you don't, there's these filters that allow you to add a diagnosis that kind of will narrow down results. And you can also add a support category, and things like siblings, psychosocial resources, we have different kind of generalized support categories. And then there's the ability to type a city or state. Again, we may have missed some of the cities or states, and if we did, please let us know. So we'll just do some examples. Let's just say you were looking for bills. You could type bills, and the results would show all the organizations that are known for supporting bills. And this known for category is really important because the owners of these organizations have put that that's kind of what their organization's known for. So as a family, it's hopefully a way to add some clarity to what exactly does this organization do. So we'll do this. We'll do a couple more searches, and then we'll show kind of what happens when you click on one of these organizations. So someone might try bills. We might just try support generally. There's a great group, part of the coalition called Momcology. Someone might try, let's just say they're in New England, and they just kind of want to know about organizations in New England. You could see which organizations serve the New England area. And finally, let's try meals. And so Cure Childhood Cancer is one that's indicated in their category that they support meals. And so if we decide to click on that organization, hopefully what we tried to do here is very quickly add clarity to what does this organization do and can they help me? And so the known for categories are right here at the top. If you know of this organization, you kind of want to say thanks and help other patient families find them, because you really want to kind of endorse who they are as an organization. You can upvote them, but really you can go directly to the website by clicking here. And if you own the organization, you can claim it here. So that's kind of the top. And then if you want to dive a little deeper, here's the mission statement, the known for categories, and you can check out their Facebook or their Twitter. And then if you'd like, you can send the note directly to the organization. That would be private, but just to say thanks for what you're doing. This is incredibly quick, but I'm finished. I think that's hopefully the idea is to make this as simple and as fast and as effective as possible. And then the quick next steps I would see would be to, if you'd like, you could visit hope-portal.org to check it out and provide any feedback. info@cac2.org as a way to ask any other questions. And then if you have a favorite charity, invite them to embed this in their site. If you're part of a Facebook group and you think this would be valuable, we'd love to share it. And lastly, feedback. I think what's confusing about this, what did we miss? We're super open to and need feedback like yours. So I appreciate the Children's Cause today, and thank you for letting us be part of this this meeting.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joe. That's wonderful. It looks like it was a lot of work to put that together, and I'm sure it's an evolving process. That's the conclusion of the discussion by the panelists, but we have a few minutes left to open it up for questions. So if you have any right off the bat, if you would like to type those in on the Q&A box on the right-hand side of your screen, we can entertain those. We have a few minutes left. But just to follow up, Joe, I'll give you one. I mean, it strikes me that there must be some kind of big Excel spreadsheet or something behind the website that somehow drives this. And what did it take to actually put this together? I mean, it looks like it was quite a bit of work in one sense.
Yes, yeah, it was a lot of work, and we've got a great team here, and folks from the coalition helped out, and I think even the folks that own their own organizations kind of helped fill in the gaps, and it did take a bit of front work, but we hope that it continues to be continually updated so that things stay active, and we have a point person now that it will keep make sure everything is active and that the information is accurate. Right,
exactly. Yeah, it's a great resource for the community, and it's great that you guys shared that with the rest of the community, because the foundations who are more locally oriented have that at their disposal, which is really helpful.